on, let's take a look at some other developments right here on the front page. It says, one nation, one poll. You know, even as people are talking about G20, and Rahul Gandhi kept on saying that, you know, people are talking about G20, and now suddenly people are talking about one nation, one poll. This is a complete eyewash, is what the opposition says. And the officials who are working on that panel have briefed the former President of India, Ram Nath Kovind, who's heading this particular panel. Let me just quickly read out the salient points, and then we'll cut across to what Varghese has in store. Law Ministry officials meet the former President. Law Secretary Nitin Chandra, Legislative Secretary Rita Vasisht, and others met Ram Nath Kovind to understand how he would like to go about the terms of reference of the panel. The committee has been asked to examine and make recommendations for holding simultaneous elections to the Lok Sabha, assemblies, municipalities and panchayats, whether that can be possible or not. Now, with the Rahul Gandhi's picture over here, it says attack on union of states is what the Congress is calling it. India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. The idea of one nation, one election is an attack on the union of all states.
Well, Rahul Gandhi had made that statement, echoed by Kharge himself. Kharge says this gimmick of forming a committee on one nation, one election is a subterfuge for dismantling the federal structure of India. That's what he's in fact said. Though the union government has not revealed the agenda for the session, of course we have that session coming up also, special session. Opposition parties think that its proposal for simultaneous elections to Lok Sabha, assemblies and local bodies would be on the table. Opposition leaders continue to lash out at the idea of simultaneous elections. Former Congress President Rahul Gandhi said India, as you rightly pointed out, that entire statement is a union of states. Now, the other issue that we in fact see on the issue about this one nation, one poll is that opposition parties are saying that how do you provide logistics security if you're having everything at one go? Also, one of the biggest issues.
No, various former chief election commissioners, various former, chief electoral commissioners, various former officers of the, election conducting body, they've come out and said that, it's not possible. You might debate on whether it is the right step to take or the wrong step to take, but it is safe to say that you can't conduct a complete one nation, one poll sort of a scenario even in the next 5 years.
So, probably it will lay a plan for it. It will be like implemented in kind of phases or such, where you will slowly coordinate in such a way that all your local body polls as well as your state polls and everything comes together into one grouping. So, probably it will be a time factored aspect of it. But the factor remains is that when you go for vote, if you think that national issues will dominate the entire election fray, Indian voters are much smarter. They have shown split voting. They know how to vote for the state, for the very local, body polls like your municipal corporations, panchayat. They know how they vote over there. So the Indian voter is complicated. He's much more understanding of his politics.
Indian politics is also complicated.
Yeah, but the Indian voter is much smarter to discern through it as well. So let us see how this debate goes on this factor.
It says here that elections to the Lok Sabha and state assemblies were mostly held simultaneously from 1951-52 to 1967, quite a long period, Varghese, almost about 2 decades, after which this cycle got broken and now elections are held almost every year, within a year, 2 at different times as well, which results in massive expenditure by the government and other stakeholders. Asynchronous elections lead to a diversion of security forces and other electoral officers from their primary duties for significantly prolonged periods, is what the resolution that has been put forth is also telling us. But on the other hand, now, ladies and gentlemen, even as Ram Nath Kovind is being briefed by this particular one nation, one poll panel, which also has a former officials of the law ministry and current officials of the law ministry over there as well. The INDIA leaders, Mallikarjun Kharge has called in a leader of the INDIA, the opposition alliance, tomorrow, that is the 5th of September, also Teachers' Day. It says India floor leaders to meet on September 5th for parliamentary session strategy. MIFT as agenda was not announced for this special parliament session. Special parliament session, Varghese, from the 18th till the 22nd of September, wherein one nation, one poll is something that people are talking about might be brought up. That soon. I mean, that's what people are saying. And this is what the Congress and the opposition is constantly fearing, that they might as well just bring it and pass it again. because of the brute majority that they have in the parliament. Their remarks of calling them out, calling the NDA government out by saying that their actions are very authoritarian, has not really stopped them from carrying out what they did in the monsoon session as well. So if a bill has to come, it will come. Parties are unhappy at government for not providing the agenda for special session. Will oppose no question hour, private members' businesses during special session. Congress will push for reviving demand for a joint parliamentary committee investigation into the Adani revelations as well.
So it's going to be another kind of a chaotic session that we are going to see. So the 5-day sitting, I think we all need to keep a wait and watch policy on it. Let's see what is going to happen, because there are so many speculations, and with this One Nation One Poll panel also coming into being, I think this is going to be a stormy affair, as the opposition parties have in fact spoken to. So this is the factor that we need to in fact look into.
Right.